Hi. For starters, right now I have a free ebook giveaway. The entry link is listed below. My novel, The Crime of Sentience. Please enter to win one of 100 ebook giveaways. If you're watching this video after the giveaway is completed, you can always go to my website, solomation.com, to look at any current information regarding a new book out and links to my Goodreads page, all that good stuff. So let's get started. This is going to be number 4 in my writer's block for 6 out of 6 writer's block tutorial series. And I want to start with a comment I got from Christoph Kovacic. I hope I pronounced that name correctly. Writes, size new videos are pieces of wisdom, but for many people, writer's block is a sign of depression, and no matter how great the advice, nothing works. I'm just coming out from a depression of many years. Thanks to the right medication and therapy, I finally feel able to write and am writing. I realize just what I said above. My writer's block was a consequence of my depression. I used to think there was something I wasn't doing, or that I was lazy, not cut up for it. It's really awful what depression makes us think of ourselves. If this is your case, do look for help. Peace. So this is a great comment, and this is, of course, I've noticed this too. Whenever there's discussion about writer's block, this is something that doesn't come up. But the thing about writing is it can, okay, as an example, if you know how if you go into a museum, they have these sensors that are like the earthquake sensor and the moisture sensor. It's like this highly delicate equipment that can show you with this exaggerated arm movement exactly the vibrations that are going through the earth, and you can watch it, and otherwise you wouldn't be sensitive to it at all. If you try to write, you kind of like all of a sudden find yourself looking at one of those sensors for your inner well-being, because any minor tremors or what is going on inside of yourself can, when you're trying to write, can be greatly exaggerated. If you want to live the life of a writer, you find yourself very aware. You find yourself looking face to face at how your inner condition is. And of course, it's always a great idea to pay attention to what is going on with yourself, the inside, what your thoughts, live a conscious life. I think there is a significant percentage of the population of people who suffer from depression who can more or less ignore it and carry on with their lives. To be a human, you have your feet in two worlds at the same time. You exist in the physical world, and then you simultaneously exist in the world of the mind. Now, to be human, these two worlds go on in parallel to each other. And there are a lot of people who are only focused on the physical world and can numb themselves to what is happening in the world of the mind. But when you sit down and write, you are throwing yourself right in the middle of that inner world, the world of the mind, and whatever is going on there becomes the undeniable conditions of your reality. So if you're going to write, it's a great investment to spend time looking at the health of your mind. And at the same time, creative people throughout history have been plagued by, they could be looked at as mental problems or maladjustments. Me personally, I'm an introvert to the extreme. When I was young, they didn't have terms like selective mutism or social anxiety. And so I was very confused I thought of it as like a shyness, but at the same time, I definitely wasn't like shy, and that I have no problem being sometimes even brutally honest, but I realize now, and also I love being solitary. It is to such an extreme that some people may think of it as a maladjustment. It happens to serve writing. And so, without getting too personal in a public video, I'd like to say that I've had to do a certain amount of soul searching. And soul searching is great for anyone who wants to write. Honor where you are. You have all the potential, human potential, inside of you. Your riches are on the inside, and you can find those treasures. And it's helpful to take seriously your inner health and to not ignore it or write it off or try to make little of it, but make big of it. So yes, writer's block can be a symptom of something inside of yourself that, by paying attention to, working on, healing, could do wonders for your life, could free you, could empower you, give you greater powers of functioning in the world and in your own mind. Peace of mind, happiness. People sometimes ask how, if happiness is the ultimate goal, how do we achieve happiness? Well, if you're someone who suffers from depression or other issues, there is the puzzle to be solved to find more happiness. It isn't like you're happy or not happy. It's like what kinds of happiness and to what extent. A lot of times people don't talk about mental health as in the extreme positive. That what a great way to amplify the great things about life. What a great way to really uncover the great rewards of being alive. What a great way to unlock your superpowers, your potentials of mind, of learning, of achieving. So, some people, might think of mental health as the same as brushing your teeth every day. And yes, it's great to stay healthy in every way possible. And it's also a great way to unlock better writing. If you're investing in your mental health, you're simultaneously investing in better writing. So if you have a writer's block, you can use one of the greatest tools to mental health. That's a mental health journaling. So set aside your other writing and use keep a diary of what's happening with yourself. And there are so many programs, so many support groups, so many great books out there about helping to achieve mental health. Please it's one of the greatest favors you could do for yourself to spend some time working on mental health and accepting yourself. If someone asked me what makes a human different from other animals, humans are what I think of as the neurotic mammal. We thrive on our neuroses. Some of us can't sleep at night. Some of us are solitary. Some of us are too extravagant. All these different neuroses add up to a bizarre colony animal condition that has gotten us where we are today. And if you happen to be born human, I guarantee you're going to have some form of neuroses going on. And if you want to be happy, be your best self, own it, accept it, realize you're far from being alone. It makes you human. You are more human because of your neuroses. And honor yourself and work on it. Pay attention to it. Don't ignore that inner reality. It's just as real to you as the physical reality. And you can use your writing as like that museum meter of your inner condition. When you sit down to write, that's a great chance for you to get a better understanding of your inner health and well-being. If you're having trouble writing, what is that inside of yourself that's interrupting that process? Stop and take a look at it. In the long run, you're saving a lot of time, you're saving a lot of frustration, and you're getting closer to being the best self you can be. So if you're working on your mental health to become a better writer, keeping a journal will help you get a clearer idea about the condition of your mental health. Great books out there. There's great therapy, support groups. There are a lot of great counselors out there. It could be well worth your while to find a counselor to work with and tell them that, among other things, you have writer's block. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, it helps a lot to subscribe, like button. There's a little bell by the subscribe button. Enter my giveaway, my book giveaway, while it's going. I hope your writing goes great. I hope that you're unleashing your creativity. I hope that your mental health journey is going well and that you find more happiness and it empowers you. Have a great day.